Hey folks, Dr. Dennis here, the Wellness Doc, bringing you everything healthy for your mind, your body, and your soul. Hey, happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Good job. Excellent. Keep going. All right, let's get right to it. I've had quite a few requests for listing what my credentials are, what my background is, and what my experience is. And you know what? I understand. There are many professionals out there who are deceiving the public, taking their money, and leaving them high and dry, and it makes me sick to my stomach. However, I'm on the other end of the spectrum where I underpromise, overdeliver, and develop and create a permanent transformation across the board of health for the rest of their lives. So let's get right to it. Number one, I am a doctor of physical therapy. I am board and nationally licensed physical therapist, which means I have extensive training in the ability to diagnose. And it makes me a little sad out there because the perception is that physical therapists get the diagnosis from a regular doctor and then give exercises. And folks, really, like that is such a low level of care that I don't understand it, but I've never participated in that. So bottom line is results and a permanent transformation. Secondly, I am a licensed and certified athletic trainer through the National Athletic Trainers Association. Let me just give you a little bit of background on that. These are the medical trainers that help diagnose concussions, help monitor players who are experiencing the symptoms of it. Sometimes you don't see it for 72 hours, which there's a lot of assessing and reassessing the well-being of our athletes. This is a very important position, especially in sports, a professional that we need to have, and they are definitely underrated. So I get it. I had an attitude. Let me get over here. Let me speak to you guys real close. I had an attitude because I came in with a degree in physical therapy before attending athletic training school. And wow, it was a rude awakening. All I can tell you is the information that I received, being able to perform under intense pressure and time was a whole different ballgame. And the licensing exam was 10 hours long. There were 2 written components, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions, and then there was a physical demonstrative component, which, talk about stress. So a 10-hour test, incredible. For my license in physical therapy, it was almost 6 hours, so it gives you a little bit of comparison. Okay, so medical trainers are incredible, and the schooling now is actually, they bumped it up to a master's degree. So this is no joke. These are allied health professionals. Okay, thirdly, I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. To become certified in this title, you have to start with a bachelor's degree minimum to even sit for this exam. This is very different, and I'm not knocking personal training, but the standards are different. For a personal trainer, it's 1 book, it's 1 written test, 150, 200 questions, and that's it. For a certified strength conditioning specialist, the test was many hours long, and these to become proficient in teaching Olympic lifts is extremely technical, and there's more to it than that. Fourth, I am certified in the functional movement screen. This is a screening process for athletes to rate the quality of movement during certain movement patterns that relate to sports. So in short, this type of screening helps to identify abnormalities in motor control, in balance, coordination, things like this. And then the complement to this is the Selective Functional Movement Assessment, which is the diagnostic component to the functional movement screen. I was fortunate enough to get certified in both. I have been utilizing this since 2011, and it's made a huge difference in my results with my athletes, clients, everyone. The next thing that I'm certified in, nationally certified in, is the Kinesio taping practitioner. So I know you all have seen a lot of the athletes out there, some of the guys in the NBA, some of the ladies in tennis and golf, in the Olympics, the sand volleyball, beach volleyball. It became pretty popular then. So, again, Mr. Skeptic over here thinking he knows everything. When I first saw it, I was like, this is a bunch of baloney. It's BS. Wow, rude awakening. The training is tremendous. I think now it's 4 days. It was 3 days, 24 hours. So the hard part of this is as you're learning all of these techniques, most people concentrate on the ability to put the tape on an area. Before that, you must be able to assess and reassess and know what you're dealing with. You can't just slap the tape down and say, go ahead, athlete, go away. And I got to spend 3 days personally with Dr. Kase, who invented this whole tremendous system. He's famous in the world for holistic pain management and changing people's lives. And I got to spend 3 days with him one-on-one. So I learned incredible information that went beyond even the certification. Oh, and by the way, the certification exam was close to 4 hours long. So we're talking, this is serious. This is serious. The title, this practitioner, this kinesio taping practitioner, is not just another continuing education credit or course. This is so far beyond that it truly has an allied health and medical base, so that we go back to the importance of diagnosing and assessing to get tremendous results that are permanent. So with all of this together, and this is not ego talking, but even with all of those titles, that's 1/100th of what I do. I was a typical sort of healthcare practitioner where I was orthopedic based because I was a pro athlete, right, pro hockey player. And so I always wanted to work with athletes. And then I had the opportunity of working with children, the United Cerebral Palsy League in Union, New Jersey. It changed the whole scope of how I think. And unfortunately, and I spoke about this in my previous video, when you take an orthopedic approach, unfortunately, we're taught in school too that it's about individual isolated movements, isolated muscles. And to be honest with you, it's not about that. There is a neurological component when pain is present or when dysfunction is present, dysfunctional movement. So from working with the children, I got to see that the goals were different. It was about systems. It was about achieving goals, getting from point A to point B safely, and much more detail. And again, we can talk about this in another video. But that changed my life. And then I was able to change other people's lives that had neurological issues, such as strokes, spinal cord injury, traumatic brain injury, things like this, where it's not about individual muscles. It's about changing, reprogramming brain movement patterns and affecting systems. It's a systemic approach versus an isolated approach. So I will leave all of this information in detail in the description box. And if you have any questions, please, I encourage it. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please leave a comment, because I take this really seriously. I've dedicated 35 years of my life to this. I'm not done learning, and when I'm able to share this and change one person's life, that's what my purpose is here, to provide hope, encouragement, support, and specialized education. God bless. Take care. Get ready for the next video.